In this video, we're going to discuss the universal collective energy for the lunar month of the Virgo new moon, September 17th through October 15th, 2020. How we can best utilize the energy so we can move forward and manifest. My name is Edward, psychic medium, animal communicator, your soul messenger host, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest the life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. So first, discuss quickly the suggested viewing. Go to my website, ragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV. Watch the Zodiac year 2020 video that started, I believe, March 24th. Then for the solar month of Virgo 2020, which I believe started August 22nd. And then we're going to pick up where we left off with this video. And I just want to say the astrological associations for the zodiac year are Aries sun signs. They are our driving force, very much Aries energy. The other energy associated with the zodiac year is the moon in zodiac Cancer. If you have either of those placements, you're activated, empowered, and triggered for the zodiac year. For the solar month of Virgo 2020, there is zodiac Cancer sun signs. And if you have the placement of Mercury in Aquarius, you're activating, empowered, and triggered for the solar month. And to a certain degree for this new moon as well, because whatever is in play is an energetic tone. And one last thing before we start, if you would, when you go to my website at ragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV, all the free videos are there to view. And if you'd like more videos for this video subscription service, that's where you can subscribe as well. Daily videos. And if you'd like psychic reading session with myself and my guides, at this moment I am doing telephone readings, and I'm also started going back to Lighthouse Curiosity Shop in Sugarloaf, New York. You go to my website, ragosta.community, link readings, and all the information is there, current rates. We'll set you up. All right, now we start continuation with the current week energy. The week in question is September 15th through the 23rd is when the energy is going to be the strongest. And this energy doesn't have an astrology association with it, but it's a good one. This, I would say, is a very heart-centered, and this is something for Virgo, but when we get to the Psychic Insight theme, it's pure Virgo. But it's a very heart-centered new moon. And whatever energy we carry in our heart is what we're going to ultimately create, attract, manifest. So, make it pure. So we start off with the weak energy of thoughts of love and affection. So, never mind who do we love, what do we love? What do we have a passion for? What is our driving force? Do you really enjoy what you are doing? Because I've done things that I haven't really enjoyed, and they eventually just fall off by the wayside because it's, why bother? What's the core? And that's the heart of the matter. That would be a good title. What is our driving force? Is our heart driving us, or is our mind driving us? Now, I realize it's a Virgo new moon, and it has a mind energy, especially when we get to the association of it, astrological association of it, and Virgo being an earth mental sign of the mind, very much so. The way I like to use the analogy is that picture a vehicle, automobile, and in the driver's seat, I feel should be the heart and soul energetically connected. And in the passenger seat should be the mind, which is reading the GPS to the heart. So both can have its function, but I really think the heart should be at the driver's seat. So I use that analogy for us in our life. With a vehicle, the automobile would be our physical body. All right. I feel good about that. Now, moving on to the day energy. So the actual day of September 17th, we have the moon in Virgo, of course. Then the new moon is at 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific, and then adjust the time to where you are on the globe. And the moon goes void, of course, at 7:42 a.m. Eastern. And then later on in the day, the moon enters Libra, which is interesting. That's going to allow us to, using a Libra word, weigh all of our options when I get to the psychic insight theme. So the moon enters Libra at 2:56 p.m. Eastern, 11:56 a.m. Pacific, just time to around the globe, and the color of the day is turquoise. Now, when that moon is void, of course, so let's say Eastern, 7:42 a.m. through 2:55 p.m. That's a perfect time to perhaps figure out what you would like to put out as your new moon intention if you don't already know. Okay? All right. And I will give suggestions about that according to the universal energy. So the actual day energy has to do with one of two things, three things. It can represent a relationship, though being a Virgo new moon, it really is more important the relationship we have with ourselves. Because I'm sure we've all heard it before, if we don't love ourselves, it's difficult to allow someone else to love us. Okay. So it's definitely a relationship with ourselves first, utmost, and then of course relationship with other people, and then there is the energy of living space. And this has been a hot topic for the past 6 months because of lockdown, shutdown. And a lot of people are either, and it's brought up here once again, a lot of people are either moving, thinking of moving, or reconstructing their living situation. And to throw my hat into the ring with that, I'm in a temporary situation where I'm waiting for construction to be done. But what I am doing is I am theming the room that I am going to have. So I'm in that energy mix myself. I'm having a lot of fun theming it. I'm big into themes, if you don't know by now. All right, and then there is the energy of, which is very Virgo, walking away. It can be temporary from a situation, circumstance, so we can truly find our way, the purpose, the meaning, the core, and then regroup. But sometimes, like I said, very Virgo fashion, Virgos are known as the hermit. And typical Virgos are okay spending time alone, by the way. Just to regroup, reclaim their own energy, power, and there is an eclipse energy built in this. So when you go to my website at Ragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV, whatever eclipse that are still, which they still are, like to like October, November, upcoming, that are still in energy influence, you might want to review some of that video as well. There's always timestamp below the video, so watch any section you want. But it really is reclaiming ourselves, our purpose, our path, our meaning, and finding ourselves or reclaiming ourselves or our power. Any or all of that can apply. Excellent. Now, the energy association, astrological association with this is the planet Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is the taskmaster. You have to work for it. Saturn does not give us anything. We have to earn it. And Pisces is the most sensitive sign of the zodiac. So that alone is like There's something that we might need to do or reclaim, or perhaps just revise a dream that only we can do. Even though other people may be well intentioned, we truly have to go within to claim it. And then we go outward and we make it a reality. Once again, that's the mix of the Pisces energy with the Virgo energy. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm a Virgo, but Pisces represents to me fantasy and Virgo represents reality. Both are extremely necessary and valid, and when they're combined, you get magic. But like I said, I might be a little bit biased because of that. But all right. Now, if we're on the fence with a particular relationship or where we're living, we can get clarity. If we listen, go within and listen to our heart, we're gonna know. If you need to meditate to do that, to zone out, or what I often do is listen to music. I put my headphones on and I zone out. And I do that when I make my essential oil products as well. So I tune in, tone everything out, and I tune into the vibration of the chosen music. So that's something you could do as well. Or you could just listen to music in the background if there's not many distractions at your house. I often enjoy doing that as well. All right. All right, I feel complete about that. Now, let's move on. Well, actually, before. No, I'm going to do it afterwards. Let's move on to the psychic insight theme for the Virgo new moon. And this is the energy of long range goals. So, this is like masterclass manifesting. And I feel that it is all our true given birthright to be manifestors. Hopefully, we believe that. Now, this is the energy of Mercury in Virgo. Mercury is very comfortable being in Virgo and in Gemini as well. If you have, I should say, if you have the placement of Saturn in Pisces or Mercury in Virgo, you're activating, empowered, and triggered for this new moon. This is our goals. This is family. But there's blood relatives, of course, but there's also our friends who are our chosen family or roommates who have perhaps, hopefully, a stronger bond in the past 6 months with lockdown, shutdown. Like-minded individuals. But it's very much family. So whatever you would term family as. And long-range goals. There was ever a time to, if you don't have a list of long-range goals, make them. If you do have them, revise them and make sure that each step you take, each action you take is leading you to that goal. And I pretty much advise to revise our goals like 4 times a year, once per season, so we keep ourselves on track in case we need to adjust or change our mind. So I would do that before you put out your new moon intention to make sure that you are proper for yourself and what you want on your path moving forward. All right, now, possible new moon intentions. Working with this energy, utmost is finding ourselves, being our true selves, our true nature, having the chutzpah or having the um, one of the two keywords for Mulan is true, loyal, and brave. So being truthful, having being brave enough to be true to yourself, and then that's what you put out. That's basically the story of Mulan. Or if you to carry that a little bit even further, to be our own warrior within, and then we have the bravity. I don't know if that's a word, but to put it out there into the world. So knowing ourselves, being true to ourselves, and then walking our talk, being ourselves, expressing our true nature. If you would like, so relationship with ourselves. Second would be, another option would be the type of relationship that you would like. And then there is living space. Where would you like to live? Where do you envision yourself living? And then what's also up for grabs, any long range goal that you have. So there's a lot of options. This is all driven by our passion, our heart. The heart should be in the driver's wheel, especially with this set of energies. It is leading the way. And once again, actually, I'm only working with three energies, and all three energies have winged messengers, meaning the birds, for the birds, but winged messengers. So contemplating, watching birds, or feeding the birds, feed the birds, would be a great exercise in being in the moment and enjoying the moment. And we are setting the tone for spring 2021. And let's face it, 2020 did not end up the way we wanted it to, though I have made great strides personally, and maybe you have too. But, and even though I do feel that autumn 2020 is going to be rock and roll time, and if we go with that energy, and if we put forth our energy, and I would say it starts now with this new moon, then we will see the fruits of our labor come springtime. Because we're planting the energy seeds now for spring. But then autumn coming up is rock and roll time. But I'll get into that when we discuss the solar month of Libra 2020. All right. Now, my favorite part is the theme healing song. So I went through a whole list of energy. So basically, the energy that I'm going with has to do with this, all leads to going home. Home within, and then home where we would like to live. So the energy song is from, theme healing song is from The Wiz 1978 movie version, the urban take on The Wizard of Oz. I I would believe that there was Broadway production, but I did not. I'm familiar with it, but I did not see it in person, so I don't have an emotional energy connected to it, but I do with the movie version, so that's what I chose. And there are so many iconic stars in that film: Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, Nipsey Russell, Mabel King, I believe. And so, I mean, the cast is phenomenal. It is really a beautiful movie. So the song is Home, because it's finding where we belong, being comfortable in our own skin, and then letting that energy bring us forth on our path ahead, our desired future, manifesting our desired future. And there is an underlying energy of inner wealth. And with that, there is an additional theme healing song for subscribers to Medium Tarot TV Plus, Feed Your Soul, video subscription service. All right, going to pretty much end it there. Now, this is a rock and roll time to manifest. So let's just discuss that briefly. We can go with the Virgo energy, or we can go with the Libra energy. If you're going to go with the, I'm going to say just in Eastern and Pacific, and then just time to around the globe. If you on the East Coast with the Virgo energy, we have 7 a.m. to 7:41 a.m. Now, I admit that's a small window of time. If you can't do it during that time, whenever you can. That's the Virgo energy. Virgo energy is very precise. And coming from a Virgo, it's not, I mean, yes, we should know what we want, and yes, be careful what you wish for, but not to overdo it with the details, not overly. And that's coming from a Virgo. If you need precision, you go with the Virgo energy. And then, so Pacific, that would be 4 a.m. to 4:41 a.m. if you're up. And with the Libra energy, and you try to avoid the moon void, of course, if you can. And then the Libra energy would be 2:56 p.m. through 11:59 p.m. Eastern, or 11:56 a.m. through 11:59 p.m. Pacific. And Libra is very fair, equal, balanced, one for all for one for all. Forget what that saying was from the Three Musketeers. But it's an energy that we're all we're all equal. We all come from the same starting point, and then what do we do with what we have? Our resources, personal resources. So we have a choice. I would say Virgo is a more personal energy, and Libra would be more of an energy to more far reaching. Keeping in mind, Virgo is the service role. So if the energy that you're putting forth has anything to do with helping others or yourself, yeah, Virgo has the edge on that. And Libra is more fair and balanced. So I guess it's a toss up. All right, there you have it. So let's definitely put out our new moon intention and let us go home within and find our find our space. All right, you have a great one. I hope to see you real soon. Thanks for joining us.